South Africa has become a major casualty of globalization. And I will just give you a few indicators of what has happened. South Africa, since the late 80s, has been going through a pretty radical deindustrialization program in the face of the opening up of the economy and in the face of competition against the Asian countries. Just to give you an indication, in 1980, 30% of our gross domestic product came from manufacturing. Today, it's down to 15%, and it could go further down. If I give you an example of Nigeria, today Nigeria's manufacturing sector is only 3% of gross domestic product. And Nigeria used to be one of the large leather producers in Africa. That leather industry has totally vanished, and so have their textile industries, so have their footwear industries, and many other industries. When you produce 3%, when manufacturing is 3% of GDP, I think that means that about all that Nigeria does is make beer and repair a few bicycles, and that's about it, the sum total of their manufacturing industry. Now, if you take South Africa, in 1985, South Africa imported about 20% of the footwear that was sold in the South African market. 80% was made by South African companies and was made in South Africa. 20 years later, by 2005, 83% of all footwear sold in South Africa was imported. And the consequences of this, if you look at the people who were employed in the footwear sector, and these are the figures from the South African Footwear and Leather Association, the numbers which they could give me was that in 1997, the footwear industry employed 24,000 South Africans. By 2006, it was employing only 10,000 South Africans, and it was declining. So it's the decline of South Africa's manufacturing sector. I've given the example of footwear, but you can look at just about anything that you want to look at. For example, the local content of a South African-made car is declining and declining, and the import of components that go into South African-made car from Asia is growing and growing. So these are some of the result of this is the massive unemployment that we're seeing in our country. Manufacturing a decade or so ago was the single largest employer in South Africa. Today, I think it's number 3 or number 4 behind government services and those kinds and various other services.